What's good, e-bikers? This might be the best e-bike hitch rack on the market. It's the QuikrStuff Mach2. I'll tell you all about it next on the channel. So what's cool about this rack is that it's modular and toolless. It comes in the box, like you see up there. You unfold it, you put it on your hitch, and you tighten it up, and you're done. All right, here's a look at the rack, the hitch rack, QuikrStuff.com. This thing cost me, with everything, cost me $1,000. So the single rack, which you see here, fits one e-bike up to 120 pounds, and I did get a rack with it. So we have a rack that attaches on the end there. It's modular as well. You can have up to 4 e-bikes on this rack. You just have to get new trays to do that. $6.99 for this 2-inch hitch rack here. It comes in 1 1/4 as well. And this is made in Colorado, USA. So it's 100% American made, which is even better. And it's a really quality product if you're looking for a new e-bike rack. And it's got it on my Maverick here, and it's been an excellent addition to my e-bike fleet because it's so portable and easy to take off whenever you want. So let me show you how I do that. So this piece here is the locking screw essentially, and all it does is essentially, let me do it this way, it tightens up the kind of the bolting action inside, and then this locks in place as well when you're done. So you just turn it to lock it in there, and let me get it there. And now I can lock it with the push button right here. Now the rack is locked and you can't take it off. And there's a little hitch pin right here, and that slides into the little side hole there to keep the rack in place as well. Now that I push the button here, it's locked, and there's a key to unlock it. So I'll show you that later. Here are the keys for the lock. So these are like these kind of weird looking round keys. Full twist, and it unlocks the pin there. And now I can unscrew it. And the rack's going to pull right off the hitch. There you go. You can see the bolting action right here. So this presses up against the inside of the hitch, and that kind of locks it in place, plus the locking bolt here. I just love the ability to pop this off whenever I want and fold it up. Just like that. You know, before with my other hitch rack that I had on my Subaru, I had to lock that in place. You had to install that with tools, and this just comes on and off so easy that I never leave the bike rack on it until I need it. And so it's really nice and portable, and very modular that way. Let's see, so the rack is a modular piece. It's basically the same tray as what comes on here. And it attaches to the system and locks in place up here, just like that. So you can travel with it and keep the rack on here. You're supposed to bring this all the way down. So that's angled there. I'm going to grab the rack over here. And it's going to lay right in between. It's going to lay right inside the end of the tray, just like that, for a nice fit. So this is like a sidearm bike rack, and the wheel's going to fit inside here, and then this here is going to be a locking mechanism for the tire, and that's going to basically squeeze the bike onto the rack and hold it in place. To move this arm, you basically push up on this lever here, keep it straight, and you can move it back and forth however you want. So I'll do this by tire size. First e-bike will be this Magnum PT7 with 27.5-inch tires. And I'll show you how that looks. Okay, so you can see how the wheel is on here. This has to be tightened, so basically push the there. Now the bike is nice and set here, and it's not going anywhere. Also got tire straps as well I can put on here. Quicker also sells these tire straps, so I can put these down on both the front and rear tires just to give a little more extra stability while you're riding on the road. They just kind of buckle right in place right there. Now this e-bike, it doesn't have any fenders. Well, it has small fenders, but that's why this kind of bar here can be moved up and down. And if you need to go even lower, you've got this section on here. So you just unscrew it, and it comes down to fit any tire size, no matter what. So you never have to worry about it pushing up against fenders. All right, let's try out the area rider Kepler 26x4 tires. Now, as you can see here, we've got the fender to worry about, so we're going to unscrew this bar here. I'm going to drop that down to where it meets the tire, and screw it back in place, and then push to lock it in place. There. Now, you can see it's hitting the tire right here. It's got a good 2-3 inches of space there to spare. Tire's not going nowhere. Lock it down with the straps and you're all set. So that's 26x4. And this is, again, it's a 120-pound rack. So I can fit basically any e-bike I have. And I also want to show you the Aniyoki on there, because that's my heaviest bike, which is like 112 pounds, I think. So let's try that one and see how it looks. Now this Aniyoki is a heavy e-bike. So you definitely want a rack. Line the bike up and push. Oh, have to put the rack down first so it fits the tire. So leave it about there. Let's try this again. Kickstand. There. Got the front wheel kind of locked. Take the rack off. This lever is a little tricky at times. You gotta put the right leverage on it to get it to engage. Alright, so comes right underneath the fender, so there's the Antioche on there. So really this rack fits any e-bike, and it's definitely an excellent purchase. Again, I bought this. They don't offer any affiliate stuff or discounts or anything, so I had to bite the bullet and get it. Again, it comes in 1 1/4 and 2 inch. It's up to 4 bikes on here. I think the additional trays are a little bit smaller than each other, so it kind of like comes out at an angle because they're all one size slightly smaller. But check out QuikrStuff because it's just a fantastic rack. Definitely one of the best purchases I've gotten to date. Here is the this pulls out and you can angle the rack down. I'll take the bike off and show you that as well. And this thing flips down too, so you pull this out, you can drop the hitch up like that. And you can see here the different slots. There's a slot here that's folded, there's one here, and then one here. It doesn't drop down at an angle, I don't believe. Oh, it does drop down at an angle like that. Just pull on the lever and lock it in place. So if you're looking for a high capacity e-bike or e-bike rack that fits on your hitch, then definitely consider the QuikrStuff Mach2. It's a little pricey, you know, all combined, the rack, the ramp, and the strap, you're talking over $1,000. But this thing should last you a long time, and it should be the last e-bike rack you'll ever need when it comes to transporting your ride. So that's it for now. Catch you on the next crisscross.